This is Rack Mobile for Boxing UK here with Billam-Smith. Post-fight, OPETAIA, Thompson. What were your thoughts on that fight?
A really good performance from OPETAIA. It showed, his ability, and I think the level showed in there, and the experience showed. The lack of experience from Jordan didn't really look to try and dominate early on. I said it midweek that Jordan had to do something early on to earn some respect of OPETAIA, but he just couldn't, and he got hurt repeatedly with the left hand, and OPETAIA was a solid performance.
Of course, there was always going to be a big ask for Jordan. Did the fight go how you expected it to go, or did it go a bit differently?
For me, it was all depending on where Jordan was at mentally, because you haven't been in this occasion, and when there's a world-class fighter in front of you doing the things OPETAIA does, it's how you deal with that, and he froze a little bit. So I think mentally it was just the lack of experience that caused Jordan to be how he was, and he'll learn from the fight. He probably didn't have to take the final punishment in the fourth round. I would like to see him pulled at the end of the third, but he'll still live to fight another day. But he did take a lot of big shots, so in that sense I didn't know how the fight was going to go, but I thought if Jordan can't deal with the occasion, then it could well go like that.
And of course, at the end, post-fight, OPETAIA said he would love to share the ring with you, unified championship fight. What were your thoughts on that one?
Yeah, for sure. That's a fight that's been spoken about for a while, since the Isaac Chamberlain fight. His manager at the time was there that night, and it was a fight that we've been spoken about for a while. Obviously, I've got some business to deal with first, but in the future, if he's over here and he can fight on Sky, because that's a bigger platform really in the UK, then fantastic. I'm not saying I wouldn't go over there, but it makes sense for me to fight on Sky because they've been so good to me so far. But obviously, I've got a fight in the meantime. He may have one as well with Maris Predis. But I'm looking to unify. So, anyone who's got a belt, I'm looking to fight.
Just touching on Sky, what is your current status with Sky?
I'm contracted to fight. Lawrence next. So we'll see how that goes. And I'm contracted with Sky, and I'm really grateful for the opportunities they've given me so far. They brought a show to Bournemouth when other promoters wouldn't, and it's paid off for everyone, for me and them. And it's shown how much of a great venue and a great town it is. And the atmospheres are phenomenal. They're one of the best. It's got to be one of the best in boxing at the moment, because everyone's getting behind me, and it's that hometown feeling, and it's fantastic.
And of course, your next fight. Have you got a date for that yet? Penciled in?
No date yet, but looking towards the end of this year. I've been training towards a date in the end of November, so it'll be either end of November or early December.
And would that be the rematch with Lawrence Okolie?
Your guess is as good as mine. It'll be Lawrence or Masternecker, the two names I've been given. I don't know anything more yet, but I've been contracted in to fight Lawrence since I signed for the first fight. I've been going to fight him twice because he had the rematch clause. So that in our head and in the gym is sort of what we've had our eye on.
And just lastly, of course, touching on other news, Fury USYK was signed for yesterday. What were your thoughts on that, and how good is that for British boxing? That's
great for boxing. I sort of had an issue with Fury and Ngannou because the WBC belt wasn't getting vacated or anything. I have no issue with people making money or the fight or bringing new fans to sport, but when a belt's getting held hostage is what it felt like. That's no good for anyone. But that fight is fantastic for boxing, and boxing's in a really healthy place. I know people like to moan about it, but it's in a really healthy place, and that fight there shows it.
Thank you very much for the time, Chris. All the best for camp, and we'll see you end of November, beginning of December times.
Cheers,
Thank you very much.